Good morning, everybody. I want to say thank you to Bobby. He gave me an opportunity to come up here and just pay a tribute and acknowledgement to San Bernardino County deputy who passed away a couple days ago. His name was Hector Cuevas Jr. Passed away during a police pursuit of a stolen vehicle in the high desert area. So if we can just take a few seconds to a moment of silence to recognize Deputy Cuevas, who leaves behind his wife, children, parents, and siblings. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief. Thank you, all of you. And let's, if we have any law enforcement, any first responders, firefighters, ambulance drivers, whatever it may be, anyone from the healthcare industry, if you could stand, let's give them some love and appreciation. Anyone in the healthcare industry, first responders, we so appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for being here. I'm going to introduce our MC today. Many of you that are seasoned attendees know that John does an amazing job. We have about 2 hours to 4 hours of materials to go through. We're going to do this all in the next 85 minutes. So it's rapid fire. John is a financial planner. He does an amazing job for people for investments. He's not going to talk about himself today. He's focused on what he needs to do for us. But if you don't have someone that's taking care of your finances, he'd be a great guy to connect with. Ladies and gentlemen, John Whitegate.
All right, good morning. Hey, I only have 2 ties. Apparently I wore this one before. It's in the picture. How's everybody today? It's a great day. You know what today is? It's the first day of spring. Woo! We've got great weather. It's also March Madness. How many finished their brackets? All right, Phil's got his bracket done. All right, well, we'll have some March Madness jokes and probably some spring jokes and some things along the way. So, get this out of the way. Thank you. Yeah, all right, so let's get this started properly. We're going to begin by honoring our nation and flag. If you'll please welcome to the stage Emmanuel Cano and Tom Sherman. They're with the Joe Dominguez American Legion Post 742. Gentlemen, come on up. Let's all stand, please.
Good morning, Corona.
Morning. Morning.
Repeat after me. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
One of the things I always like to do real quick before I hand the mic back. This is the flag of our country. Still is. This is the symbol of our freedom. With its bright stripes and celestial stars, may we ever love and defend it. Thank you.
All right, gentlemen, so I've asked our chairman of the board, Chad Miller, to come to the stage to receive a recognition from the American Legion. So, gentlemen.
Again, good morning, Corona. What a pleasure it is for First Sergeant Emmanuel Cano and myself to be here. On behalf of our Joe Dominguez Post 742 here in Corona, just want to go and let everybody know what an amazing amount of history we have in this city in regards to our veterans. We're blessed by having 2 Legion posts here in Corona. Both of them are monumental to the foundation of our city. So thank you. So again, on behalf of the American Legion Post 742, we have a certificate of appreciation this morning. This certificate of appreciation and gratefully presented to Corona Chamber of Commerce in recognition and sincere appreciation of our outstanding service assistance, which contributed to the achievement of the American Legion program dedicated to our God and country. Thank you. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you, gentlemen. Appreciate that. Get the pictures, get me out of the way. Now I'm in the way. All right. Okay, well, welcome everybody. Good morning, Corona. This is our monthly membership breakfast. Again, we got a jam-packed agenda, so we're going to go through quite a bit of stuff. So we've got a bunch of things we're going to cover, and it's all going to be at the very end. We're going to hear from our keynote speaker, Supervisor Karen Spiegel. Let's hear for Supervisor Spiegel. So to keep, Scotty stood up and gave a big wave. That's awesome, Scotty. I appreciate it. I'll let Karen Spiegel know that. He's back there doing this. So we want to keep things moving. So when I call you on deck, you're going to go to my right, stage left, and you're going to go line up over there because you're going to be coming up so we can keep things moving along, and more opportunities for that. So on deck will be our Chairman Chad Miller. So I'm going to introduce our elected officials and VIPs this morning. First of all, anybody here brand new, first time they've been at a Good Morning Corona? Wow, let's hear it for them, all the new ones. Hey, Bobby Spiegel. Oh, never mind, I found it. All right, so we do one clap, right? We all do it in unison, one clap, so let's practice one clap. Not bad, not bad. Okay, we can get better. So let's do this. We're going to start with Riverside County Supervisor, 2nd District, Karen Spiegel. Riverside County District Attorney, Mike Hestron. With the City of Corona, Mayor Jim Steiner. Councilmember Wes Speak. City of Norco, Councilmember Kevin Bash. The City of Rupa Valley Mayor and RTCC Commissioner, Brian Bergson. And then we have with the City of Wildemar, their City Councilman and RCTC Commissioner Joseph Marabito. Easy for me to say. We have some people from the school board. We have the President, Stacy Nicola. Vice President, Chris Rahagu. Board Member, Ann Cordini Meza. Board Member, Jamie Merchant. Board Member, Mary Helen Ibarra. All right, and with the Western Municipal Water District, Lori Rotten. And Division 5, Fazia Risby. From the Eastern Municipal Water District, we have Phil Pauley. And from the City of Corona, Economic Development Director, Joel Belding. Rupa Community Service Department, we have Ken McLaughlin, Bart Marino, Anthony Herda, and past elected officials, Jeff Miller, Yolanda Carrillo, and Jason Scott. And then Bobby already let the cat out of the bag. Riverside County CEO, Jeff Van Wagenen is here. All right, and then I also want to acknowledge our board members with the Chamber of Commerce. Any board members here? Right, let's hear it for them. Yeah, there you go. You do more. Yeah, there's a lot of them. Okay, so let's see. So I told you it's spring, so I got a joke here. Did you hear about the pregnant bedbug? She's having her babies in the spring. You got to think about it. Think about it. Okay. All right. Help me welcome to the. Hey, rough crowd. No respect. Rodney Dangerfield. I got 3 kids, one of each. All right. I'm pleased to welcome to the stage our 2025 board chair, Chad Miller. Chad's owned several businesses. He's an inventor, father, and husband. So I'm going to bring him up to the stage now. I did have a joke for you because I know that your dad invented a waterbed.
Yes.
So I do have a joke. So why are waterbeds so bouncy?
I don't know.
They're filled with spring water.
I mean, come on. Yeah.
I know, man.
Good morning, Corona. Lively bunch. I love it. All right, so I just have a few things to talk about today to share. First, we'll talk about the Healthcare Committee. So I believe we have a slide up here. We have on April 9th, our Healthcare Committee is going to be meeting and putting on a free workshop. There it is right there. You can snap that QR code. We've invited some really great speakers here. They're going to be covering cybersecurity strategies for healthcare and business leaders. Lunch is being provided, which has been sponsored by Southwest Healthcare Corona Regional Medical Center. Thank you so much for that. And also the City of Corona. We appreciate very much your partnership and sponsorship with that as well. That's a great event. We hope that you will find your way to. Again, the QR code is there to scan. Next, I'm excited to share that we're going to be relaunching a nonprofit committee. We kind of identified a gap of servicing or under-servicing our nonprofit community. So we are happy to announce that we're going to be bringing that back. We know that Supervisor Spiegel has started that many, many years ago. I'm not going to say how many years because, I'm not date us. But we're super excited to bring that back. I think it's identified as a huge need. So much support. We have so many great nonprofits. I know I'm involved in several, and it's going to be great to have that relaunched again. It's going to focus on different resources and maybe opportunities, calendar share, one another, so that we can just be more effective in what we do. So want to share that with you guys. And some of the things I know that were talked about of an interest, or whether it's grant writing or working with the health department or food vending, how to properly run things and make sure we're compliant, like raffle ticket sales. So if you're interested in the committee, I have here with us today Joey Vargas right over here. Joey, you want to stand up? He has agreed. Let's hear it for Joey, guys. He's involved in so many amazing resources and with nonprofits that he's agreed to help co-lead this new committee. So he is here. He has a survey. Did you grab one? I forgot to bring it up with me. There's a survey that's on the community table out there that we want, if you're a nonprofit or no nonprofit, yeah, Joey's got them there. This is a little survey. We're looking to poll to look at what, oh, you're great, Vanna. Thank you so much. So this is just a quick, short survey. You just check a box of information so that it's going to help us form this nonprofit committee and kind of prepare us for what we really need to focus on. So if you could do that, they're back at the table if you would like one. And at the end, you can bring them up here to the chairman's table and collect direct to Joey and myself. We'd greatly appreciate that. Okay, and then lastly, I think, Corona the Guide. Want to remind everyone that Friday's the deadline to get your ad in the 2025 edition of the Corona the Guide. You can see it there. It's really beautifully done. There's a section there, Women of Influence. There's a whole section for women of influence you could be in, or if you want to get a full ad in there as well. We're coming up on the deadline for that, and Casey's in the room here. In the audience, Casey, where you are? Casey's right there, so see Casey if you'd like to take advantage of either one of those. It's a perfect opportunity to advertise your business for the whole year. It's in there the whole year, guys. So I know I keep this book right next to my desk, so I think that's all I have for you guys. It's great to see you. Thanks for being here. We really appreciate you guys, and we look forward to continuing to design to deliver. Thank you.
All right, thanks, Chad. All right, on deck will be our new members that you're going to line up to my right, your left. So if you're a new member, get over there. So I do want to acknowledge we have the Chamber of Commerce has a new partnership with Orange Grove High School. And they have a table here with some of their students, so if you guys can wave or stand up and acknowledge the students there. Yeah, stand up. Those two guys on the right, they've been held back a lot of years because they look a lot older than the students. Orange Grove High School is named Model Continuation High School by California Department of Education. Which is a prestigious award designation award to schools that provide outstanding support and innovative programs for at-risk students. So just encourage those young ladies that are here today, when you walk by them, encourage them to continue on their education and make a difference in this world when you see them. And we'll have a different group of students there every month for the foreseeable future. So let's acknowledge Orange Grove High School. So next up, I had 37 jokes, but you guys aren't even laughing at my few, so I'll kind of skip it. But anyway, next up we have some legislative action committee has some events. First, I want to acknowledge our legislative action chair, Jeff Miller. We're really blessed to have Jeff overseeing it. He's former state assembly member, Corona mayor and city council member, so he's got a really good idea of what's going on in Sacramento and here locally. And he's been able to lead us, and we've been able to make a real difference over the last several years. when it comes to anti-business legislation. Shockingly, in our state, we have some of that. So, yeah. On top of that, he owns his own business, so we want to thank Jeff. We have an upcoming trip to Sacramento. The dates are on there, June 3rd to the 5th. It's a 2.5-day trip to Sacramento. The summit begins June 3rd. Early bird pricing, register by April 1st, which is only a couple weeks away. We've got a lot of things planned. We actually just got clearance to view and attend the assembly meeting while it's going over in the state capitol, so that's going to be pretty cool. So again, you have a QR code there. Check that out. April 4th, we're hosting Senator Serrato at our bi-monthly lunch, Sizzler, 11:30 to 1:30. Attendance is free if you're a member. So turn to your neighbor and say it's free. No, you can do it. I'll wait. Turn to your neighbor and say it's free. All right. You know, Bobby doesn't give you a lot of stuff free. So when he makes something free, you should take advantage of it. Additional attendees are $25, so that's free because we have sponsors. So want to thank NG, Do It America, and Vulcan Materials for sponsoring the event. Sign up for that at Sizzler, get a free lunch. How about that? Bobby's going to buy you lunch. All right. So on deck will be Desiree Ramirez. In the meantime, I'm going to introduce our membership director for the Chamber of Commerce, Robert Yanez. Woo!
Thank you so much, John. Good morning, everyone. Let's extend a warm welcome to the newest members who joined the Chamber and made the amazing decision to invest in their business. We're thrilled to have these businesses as part of our chamber, a chamber of opportunities, where each member has access to resources, connection, and the support needed to help their business grow and thrive. For those of you who haven't joined yet, now's a great time, and I actually have some membership packages for you. While not all of our members could be here today, we wanted to welcome all of them and recognize them each. If they start to, they're going to be given 30 seconds to introduce their business, and if they start to go over, Kenny will play this song. That's letting you know that your time is up. After you introduce yourself, please come over to my left and take a picture with our board chair, Chad Miller. And we'll start. First up is Best Version Media. Let's give them a warm welcome.
Good morning, Corona. My name is G. Tafoya, my wife Susan Tafoya. We represent Best Version Media, and Best Version Media is providing a link between community and from business to the community. We do it two ways. One through old technology, which is print. The other one is digital, the internet. And we target Corona South, so everybody gets to know everybody. What we do is we want the community to know the business as well as business owners. We want you to know in the community who they are and what they're about, because it's all about we all being one and working together to make the community stronger.
I'm Susan Tafoya. Real quickly, we have a publication that will be coming out called Neighbors of South Corona, and you see that around summer 2025. Thank you so much.
Next up, Bioplasma Services, Casa Valenzuela Construction, and Community Access Network. Let's give her a warm welcome.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Margo Wilkins. I'm here representing Community Access Network. We are a nonprofit here located in Corona. We provide foster care, mental health services, behavioral health services, and youth residential services. We've been servicing children and families in Riverside and San Bernardino counties for the past, actually coming up on 23 years this April. So we're excited to be here, and thank you for having us.
Thank you very much. Next, Garcia Estrada Family Child Care. Let's give her a warm welcome.
My name is Maria Estrada. I'm a child care provider in Corona since 2009. And I serve to the ages 0 to 12. I also work subsidized programs through the county of Riverside and Howard. I'm happy to be here today. Anybody questions or want to inquire about my services, I'm here. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Next up is Mogo. Let's give them a warm welcome.
Hello everyone, my name is Darlene. I'm the marketing specialist at Gizmodo, and I'm joined with our general manager, Ever. We just moved from Chino, and we buy used electronics, recycle electronics. So we're on railroad, so we work with individuals and mostly businesses like hotels and any kind of electronics that you guys have, whether they're broken or used, we'll take them. And we have our R2 certification, so you don't have to worry about who's handling your used electronics. And we just launched a California program for our community, so if you have LCD monitors or televisions, we get 40 cents a pound.
Thank you very much. Next, Go Charters Corona, Julia Lee Performing Arts Academy, and now Carl Strauss Brewing Company. Let's give them one welcome.
Good morning. How are you today? Carl Strauss Brewing Company was the first craft brew pub in San Diego after Prohibition. And in 1989, we started doing brew pubs, where we make great food to go along with our beer. We're right down the street. You go on the freeway and you make a right. You'll find us. We're in Dos Lagos. We're sitting right on the lake. We're in the old Taps Fish House building, if you remember that, right next to Reunion. And it's a big, beautiful restaurant, 14,000 square feet. I have a huge patio, seats 150 if you'd like to do an event, a big event. And I also have a private room that is up and it has a private patio, seats about 50. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Next, we have Tasmin Digital Strategies. Let's give them a warm welcome.
Hi guys, good morning Corona. My name is Mustafa Kazmi. I've been a proud member of Corona for the last 15 years. I recently just launched my own digital marketing agency called Kazmi Digital Strategies to help busy business owners take the guesswork out with their digital marketing needs. So if you're looking for Google ads, Facebook ads, website marketing, social media marketing, I'm here for you. I'm your guy. I'd love to connect with you. Very excited to be here to be part of the City Chamber of Commerce for Corona. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Next up, we have New Urban West. Let's give them a warm welcome.
Good morning, Corona. My name is Doug Baker. I'm from Urban West. We're a multifaceted real estate company working on a project here in your beautiful city. And very glad to be part of the city and part of the chamber. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Next, we have Rags Dog Bakery. Let's give her a warm welcome.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Sally. I'm with Wags Dog Bakery. I currently don't have a storefront, so you can always find me at the Dos Lagos Market Night. I make all organic dog treats for my cupcakes. I have birthday cakes, homemade dog bandanas, and actually it's going to be Dos Lagos Market Night tomorrow night due to the rain last Friday, so it's actually be tomorrow night. So I hope to see you guys there. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And thank you to all of our new members.
All right. Thank you, Robert. Let's hear it for all the members. Woo! Hey, it's tough to be in business. Those who've been in business a long time, you want to encourage all those that are new members. On deck will be Joel Belding with the city. All right, so what type of flowers do you plant in the dark? A light bulb. All right. Did you hear about the one about the gardener who couldn't wait for spring? He was so excited he wet his plants. I mean, that was good. If you don't laugh at that, you can still sleep, so. All right. Please welcome Desiree Ramirez to share about our second annual Taste of Corona. Let's hear from Desiree.
Good morning, Corona. I am here to tell you about Can you hear me? Okay. I'll cut off here. Okay. All right, let's start over. Good morning, Corona. I'm here to tell you about one of the most exciting events in our community, Taste of Corona. This is your chance to be a part of an incredible afternoon filled with amazing food, craft beverages, live entertainment, and unbeatable networking opportunities. This year, we are thrilled to have two main sponsors, which is Centro Medico Community Clinic and Westcliff University. I know you're in here, raise your hand, Westcliff. Thank you. Woo-hoo! And the City of Corona as one of our gourmet sponsors, and additional sponsors, the shops at Dos Lagos, Alpha 7 Marketing, and RHC Productions. These sponsors truly understand the power of community engagement and brand visibility. But wait, you guys, we're not done yet. We are looking for more sponsors and exhibitors to join us in making this event bigger and better than last year. If you want to put your brand in front of hundreds of local residents, businesses, and influencers, this is the event to be part of. Whether you're a restaurant, a bakery, a caterer, I already said bakery, brewery, Taste of Corona is the perfect stage to showcase what you do best. And guess what? Guess the entertainment this year. Who knows Flash Pants?
Oh.
Who? One person? Then that's even better. You guys all come out and check out Flash Pants. They're hilarious. It's an 80s band. You're going to love it, I swear to God. Just look it up online, Google them. It's hilarious. You'll have so much fun. And I challenge anybody to dress up just like them. Get your phones out and Google Flash Pants. Tickets are on sale now at tasteofcorona.com, so don't miss out on this unforgettable experience. And if you're interested in sponsoring or exhibiting, just connect with me after the event. Don't just watch from the sidelines this year. Be a part of the energy, the excitement, and the flavor that makes Corona special. Let's make this the biggest and best Taste of Corona this year. Who's with me? Who's with me? Thank you.
Thank you, Desiree. As it is, those that sit in the back half of the room are on their phones all the time anyway. But now I see you. You're not that far away. I'm not that old. I can still see you. But now the whole front of the room's looking up Flash Pants. Just what they want to see, a bunch of guys in their 50s wearing short shorts. If anybody's ever seen Flash Pants, okay, they're awesome, by the way. All right, so let me tell you about some upcoming chamber events. Commerce and Cocktails, or for most of you, Cocktails and Whatever. So Cocktails and Commerce and Cocktails, Brass Tap Brewery, 5:30 to 7:30, April 29th. $15 for members. Come on out, network your business, meet a few people out in the community. After that, we have Relay for Life, May 17th. It's your chance to participate in Riverside County's Relay for Life at Santana Park. We all know people that have been affected by cancer, right? So here's your chance to go out and make a difference for cancer research and support. So there's your QR code. Come out and support that. That is May 17th and 18th over at, again, Santana Park. Okay, so I'd also want to acknowledge a couple of businesses and people here to support. We'll get more into it, but I want to at least acknowledge our photographers, Jim Dorsey, Brant Romanzi, I see him up here. There's Brant. Jim's in the front row. Rhythm Tech Productions doing the AV. We'll fill you in on more of some of the other people. So it is on deck will be milestone members. Those of you that are members for a while, you'll line up. Meet Desiree over to my right. And so it's my pleasure to welcome Joe Belding, Economic Development Director for the City of Corona. He's going to share you about some things from the Economic Development Department. Here you go. Welcome, Joe.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. So I just want to flex a few things. So number one, how many people follow the city on Instagram? Not enough. So I'd like to boost that number a little bit. There's so much happening that the city's doing to revitalize not only the downtown area, but the entire city. If you want a direct feed from that, sign up for our Instagram account. There's also an Office of Economic Development Instagram account. We do plenty of business highlights. We've partnered with a series of new organizations to provide personalized training and mentorship for businesses. So sign up there to get direct access and immediate access to those training opportunities. We're going to continue to roll those out over the next year. And then the second is, if you're interested in more detailed discussions about what the city's doing, particularly the North Mall and South Mall, something that the city's been talking about for decades, but has transitioned now to doing. The last 3 council meetings, last night, February and January, tremendous updates on what's happening out there. So if you want to be connected, if you want to know first what's happening, please sign up for all of those. I'll be here periodically to update you on significant milestones as we're working through those projects. But thank you all. I just wanted to introduce myself. I've been here for just about 5 months. This is a tremendous city to work for and a tremendous community here. And Bobby Spiegel's been great in introducing me to all the important players here. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Joel. All right, what do you call a grizzly bear with no teeth?
Gummy bear.
Very good, gummy bear. Come on, that's easy. I was at dinner the other night, and this guy was, had a few drinks, and he asked our whole group that question, and I'm of course, dad joke guy. I'm like, I know the answer. I gave everyone else a chance, and then I finally put it in because nobody else got it. So I want to again thank some other people. I want to thank our sponsors: Riverside County Transportation Commission, Riverside University Health System, American Medical Response, IEHP, City of Corona, Marupa Community Service District, and the Western Riverside Council of Governments. Excuse me. And also, before you were, when it was still dark, and we were all doing our hair to get ready, the ambassadors were here setting up. So I want to acknowledge them: Donna Wright with Asperity, Ray Somersana with Sinorama, Saul Shapiro, Living Better 101, Sharon Vidano with Sharon Vidano Life Coaching, Christine Arani with DFI, Lester Lee with Town Planner Community Calendars. So I want to acknowledge all them. Yeah, let's hear it for them. Also doing video today is the Riverside County Video Department over there in the corner, I think, right? Wave, yeah, you're famous. Eagle Glen, their sales manager, Raul Tovar, Kevin Hawk, the clubhouse manager, and all the service team, serving you breakfast and everything this morning. Let's hear it for them. Okay, on deck will be Supervisor Spiegel. So, you know what that means? There's not that many more jokes, so. There you go. Well, you know, some of the other jokes aren't going so well. Maybe I'll do some boss jokes later, you know, because you got a supervisor here, you know, boss jokes, that kind of thing. So, all right. So let's see. What do we have? I'm introducing Desiree. She's going to acknowledge milestone members. Please welcome Corona Chamber's Vice President of Operations, Membership Development, Desiree Ramirez.
Thank you so much, John. This morning we are recognizing businesses and individuals who have hit major milestones in their chamber membership. These champions haven't just built businesses, they've been steadfast supporters of our mission to be a champion, catalyst, and a convener for a stronger, more connected business community. So let's give a big cheer and round of applause for these amazing members who have shown up, supported, and grown with us over the years. The chamber is fortunate to have members like you. Milestone members, you'll be given 1 minute, and when you go over, Kenny will play this song. All right, after speaking, please move to my left for a photo with our chairman of the board, Chad Miller, and then you may return to your table. So we only have a couple today. Oh, excuse me. A special thank you to the elected officials listed on the screen that have provided certificates for our milestone members. So let's get to it. Celebrating 10 years is Animal Medical Center. Oops, let's go. They're not here, but we're still going to say yay for them. But who is here celebrating 10 years of membership with the Chamber is Dude American Manufacturing.
Morning. So I'm John Armstrong of Dude American. You guys all know Kathy, so I don't know that I need to introduce her. Dan Zapalak's our engineering manager, and Joe DeSoma's, what do we call you? Controller. So now all the bankers are going to come after you. So 17 years ago, we started Do It American. 10 years ago, 10 years ago, we said, what the hell's a chamber? And then we joined it. A few years ago, Kathy and I got together and had a discussion on who would get Spiegel. Karen, she got that. Now I'm kind of jealous because I don't get to get up here and talk, so this is my chance. So anyway, when we started the company, the goal was to be an excellent example that you can and should manufacture in the U.S. Particularly challenging in California, but we're doing it, proud of it, and all the rest of you that are doing that, we're proud of you guys too. Chamber has been a big part of what we do. Anybody that's here that's not part of it, please join. It's very rewarding, a lot of great friends, a lot of good things you can learn. For us, I don't know that we sell anything by being a member of the chamber, but if anybody wants a Ballard or a multimeter manifold after the meeting here today, come on over, we'll sell one to you. All right, so I think that's it. Want to add anything? We're good? Thank you so much.
Okay, also celebrating 10 years but unable to be here, but we will still acknowledge them, is IHOP. And then One Stop Plumbers. And finally celebrating a 35-year milestone with the chamber. It's going to take a little bit. It's Jim Dorsey Commercial Photography. Come on up, Jim. Photographing your world. One picture at a time. Right, Jim?
How long does he have?
1 minute.
Oh, 1 minute, okay. Just checking.
They're saying not lovingly.
Thank you, I'm shorter than I used to be. So where's Jim now? Huh, I guess you guys don't follow him on Facebook. Anyway, 35 years is a long time. And I don't think that's ever happened before. So, you know that's part of my minute, right? Okay. The first thing I did in Corona when I made the jump, decided to do this full time, was join the chamber. Peter Pichetti, that ran the magazine, Corona this month, later Chamber this month, was the guy that says if you don't join the chamber, you're not going to survive. Well, I joined it, and I did a lot more than survive. I have become the best known photographer in the Inland Empire. I'm everywhere. And that's the key, you guys. You have to be everywhere. You have to be willing to put yourself out there, to meet people, show up. Volunteer has been a big word for me. I volunteer, and then somebody will see me and say, hey, can you do this? It's about, you know, it's been a hard 35 years, let me tell you that. 2 recessions, COVID, trip and fall, 2 car accidents, things like that. But I survived. I've trained a lot of people. I've worked with the chamber, and I will tell you right now, there is nothing better than the Corona Chamber to be a member of. Well, maybe one of the Rotary clubs, but I was here when Bobby started. I was here before that, and it was good. But Bobby took it over the top. Bobby has made this the #1 chamber of commerce in Southern California. And the only thing I don't say in California is it's a whole different state. But get involved, be with the chamber. Let me take your picture, and thank you all very much for your support for 35 years.
Thank you so much, Jim.
All right. All right. All right, let's again hear for all the milestone members. So I do also want to acknowledge we have exhibitors here today, so on your way out, you want to see our exhibitors. We have the Corona Norco branch of the Assistance League, the Corona Chamber Foundation, Peppermint Ridge, Riverside County Office of Economic Development, RCTC, RUHS, Supervisor Spiegel Youth Advisory Council, Crown Companies, UFC Gym, Riverside County Office of Workforce Development. I think I've got them all, but make sure when you leave, you check out those exhibitors and check that out. So it's my pleasure to introduce Karen Spiegel. So yeah. Riverside County District 2 Supervisor Spiegel, elected for public service since '96, served as mayor for the city of Corona, council member, city treasurer for many years. She founded the Riverside County Women's Leadership Conference. I don't know how she does it. She is everywhere in this county, in this state. I mean, not only being a wife, a mother of 5, a grandmother of 3, She's everywhere. I don't know how they do what they do. A quick story, I went to dinner about a month ago with one of my friends, and he said, you know the Spiegels? And I said, yeah, kind of. And he said, well, I want to tell you a story about Supervisor Spiegel. He said, years ago, she knocked on my door. She was running for city council. She knocked on my door and said, hey, if you ever need anything, if you ever have a question, whatever, let me know. And he's like, yeah, whatever. So he took her card. About a month or two later, he called her. I don't know the exact timeline. It's been a long time since she was the city council. Well, sorry, it was just last week, right? So he said he called her about a question about something with the city, and she said, I don't have the answer, but I'll get back to you. And he thought, right, she's going to get back to me. A couple days later, she called back, had the answers to the questions, followed through. He was so impressed and could not believe that he actually followed up on something like that. That's who we have as our supervisor, ladies and gentlemen. Stand to your feet. Welcome Riverside County Supervisor Karen Spiegel.
Are you out of time already?
Is that the music that cut me off?
Yes.
Well, it's hard to believe this is my 7th year as supervisor. As John was saying, it really does seem like yesterday I was at Corona City Council, but then when I drive through the city, it's nothing like it was when I left, which is not a bad thing. So, lots of good things are happening here in our community. But in the county, there's lots of good things. There has been so many unanticipated achievements in the past 6 years. Did you know that Riverside County has gotten 2 Emmys?
Yeah,
2 Emmys, nominations for many more. I mean, really, the Emmys. We have gotten them. So there's been some very neat things. We've had a structural balanced budget for the last 3 years. We're gonna hit number 4 soon. The list of awards and special grants, and one of the ones most of you know about is the one that we started with the St. Anna River Bottom. That was one of the first things I started when I got on this county board. Every one of our cities touched the St. Anna River. We have a lot of issues down there with homeless, and my reason was not only for the homeless, but to protect our public safety. When we had fires or floods or anything that goes on down there, we're putting our public safety personnel at jeopardy. There's a fire going on, they're putting their lives out there. If there's a flood and there's water rushing, they're going out to try and save someone else, but jeopardizing themselves. So we really need to work on that, and we have been doing that. And I thank every city. City of Corona's been one of the ones in the forefront. Thank you for the City of Corona for being there with us, Jim Steiner. But you know, the county is a great organization. But when you have a great leadership team, led by one of the best leaders I know, and that is our CEO, Jeff Van Wagenen. Just under 25,000 employees, just a few, and he remembers almost every single name, and I'm not kidding on that one. 42-ish departments, just depends on what day we call it department. 42 different departments. You know, when I talk about that, is that when I was in the city of Corona, how many times I would say, but that's not our job, that's the county's. Guess whose job it is now? So those phone calls do come when I'm trying to figure out where's the right answer. And I wish I had time to share all the wonderful things going on in the county, but we're going to narrow it down. I have to say, where's Phil? Okay, right behind me. I didn't know you would sit there. Do you remember these? These are a little index. How many of you play with index cards still today? I'm old-fashioned. Thank you. Raise your hand high. And he had these all highlighted, so when I went out in the community, if I ever have any answers, I've had these in my back pocket or my purse. And these are our priorities, so that if I ever have a question in my head, I can get it, and if not, then I'll call you back. But these are our top priorities, and they remain the same from when I was first elected. With 2.5 million people in Riverside County covering, how many square miles do we cover? Does anybody know? A lot. That's a good answer. We go from Blythe at the Arizona border all the way through Corona and Hooper Valley. We touch up in San Bernardino and Orange County. 7,303 square miles. That's a lot of mileage there. So when we talk about that with 28 cities, Corona being the third largest in Riverside County, we have nearly 500,000 people just in our district. So when we talk about the size, it is size of Connecticut, Rhode Island. But we have such a vibrant group of communities here, just within our district, let alone the entire Riverside County, and we're growing. And Riverside County is growing. I don't have to tell you. You tell me there's too much traffic, I know. The good thing is, you remember during COVID, there was no cars on the freeway? Because nobody was working. To me, when there's cars out there, that means people are going places, they're working, they're investing in our economy. That's a good thing. Bad thing is this traffic, but regardless. And one thing I have learned in the last few years is that what is right is not always popular, and what is popular is not always right. And the best way to deal with that is pick your battles, which is tough, because not everything can be a battle. If we go through our life picking battles on everything, wanting to win, and be right on everything, people stop listening to you. So just put that into your little repertoire there, because we have to make sure that it's important enough that we are going to put ourselves out there for it. Well, back to our guiding principles, my little cards. Still, this is from 3 years ago, almost 4 years. You know, when we have things like the worldwide pandemic, do you know we just passed the 5-year anniversary? May 2023 is when we ended, so we're going to hit 2 years of it being gone. It's time to drop that and move forward. It's nice to know that's history, but leave it in the history and stop using it as an excuse. We've got so much to move forward to and so many positive things going on. In my years in government, one of the most important things, and I'm hoping you all agree, is people want to feel safe in their homes, in their business, the schools, community. And that's not just our law enforcement, but it's also our fire department. They want to be able to have that knowledge that if they make a phone call, someone's going to be there for them. That is kind of in our ambulances. Thank you, AMR. We really have to focus and give the tools and resources necessary for our law enforcement. We need to protect and enhance quality of life throughout all of our communities. That's a tough one. There's different needs in each community. We need to protect our small business economy. We forget that that is the bread and butter of what we live on. Think about it. It's taxes, it's people's jobs, it's everything that builds a community. Sure, our big corporations are important, but we were built in America on small business, the bartering system. Remember that. That's what came from the time when we left England, wherever we came from, to come for a better life. And that comes with working together. And so we have to support each other. And as we keep growing, we have to continue to improve and upgrade our infrastructure. Critically important, particularly when we have, I'll just keep saying, I know there's a lot of cars, I can't hide that. But I think it all goes down to the fundamental about the people, our community. We have to give the resources to our seniors. They laid the foundation. Everything we're doing now is built on the foundation from those before us. And then we have to look at our future, in our children. We have to be that village that helps them, gives them the tools and resources through all the different things that we have, from our school boards to our health care, everything. So our seniors and our youth and our nonprofits. We talked about that. I'm passionate for nonprofits. That's what got me started in everything I'm doing today. Our nonprofits reach the gaps that government fails or cannot do. I don't want to say fail, that's a bad word. That government can't reach into. It is also rewarding for us. People who sit around doing nothing can put their energy into something community and be rewarded. We want a positive, happy community. We give people things to do, particularly our seniors. I love seeing seniors volunteering, because what's the alternative? So our nonprofits are important. And we have to love our neighbor. You don't have to like them, you have to love them. But what's all the foundation of everything I'm saying? We have to protect our country. We had 2 veterans up here earlier, and Tom Sherman acknowledged the flag. We have to, every day, appreciate those that have fought and protected for everything that we have, our rights, and us being the greatest country. Can I have all the veterans stand up? If you're a veteran, please stand up. Is there anybody currently in the service? Thank you for your service. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to have the lives that we have today. You know, when I was on Corona City Council, I was a strong supporter of local control. And now I'm a much stronger advocate. And local control is local government should be meeting your daily quality of life needs. And local is your city councils, your school boards, your special districts, and county government. We focus on your daily quality of life. And we work together. Remember back when I said when I was on city council, it's the county's responsibility? We have to work together. And local government requires what? Local solutions. So we really have to work together. School boards. Because the same constituents, the county government has the same constituents as our local governments and the school district, right? We have to partner. It cannot be siloed. We have to blend. It makes our communities stronger, we have a better understanding, and we will be more successful. And that's why I've never left local government. Also, there's another step. Local government still remains nonpartisan. That should be under applause. We have to be doing what we're doing for the right reason. What am I saying? Who was here last year at the State of the District? We gave a mug, right? And then we argued where the saying came from. Mm-hmm. There is no limit to what a man can do, or woman, or where he can go if he doesn't mind who gets the credit. We can't live our lives trying to get the credit. We have to work together. Because if you're out there doing it for the credit, you're doing it for the wrong reason. So I have, it's actually in my purse, I have a little sign, and I carry it. Every time, is this a battle I want? Is this something I want to stand up and say, I want it? Instead of bringing everybody with me, and we'll get it done. So, back to Riverside County. Do you know we've doubled since 1990? Doubled. Between 2010 and 2020, more people moved to Riverside County than any other county in the state. And in 2021, Riverside County added more residents than any other county in the country, with the single exception of Maricopa, Arizona. That's pretty, when we talk about that traffic, people want to be here. They don't care about the traffic. Maybe we shouldn't care. Now, growth is our biggest opportunity, but also one of our biggest challenges. So we have to work through it. And so I'm going to go through a couple things real quick. I don't want to have that little song playing me. I've talked about our law enforcement and fire personnel. We recently lost another deputy, and I say that because we've gone through more in the last 12 months, I think it's been. Deputy Timothy Porlew was assigned to the Cooper Valley Station. Now, those that you don't know about how it works, prior to getting the Lake Matthews station, which is kind of in El Cerrito, but really in the city of Corona.
Yep. Yes.
But it's called the Lake Matthews station. Go figure. It's because there was a building, we had a developer that was opening their opportunity for us, and we have Lake Matthews Station that's been on the map for years. We need to get it done. We needed to have the ability for our law enforcement, and I know Chief will tell you it's a great opportunity for Corona. Response times have increased. There's a lot of mutual. You sit there with a bunch of sheriffs driving around Dos Lagos and crossings, I'm sure that crime is down a little bit. So anyway, Deputy Corley was involved in an on-duty traffic collision January 8th, so it was just a couple of months ago. And he leaves behind his wife and 2 sons. We have those things happen. But yet we have one of the finest organizations in the country, one of the largest organizations with Riverside County Sheriff Association. We also have a wonderful fire department. Partners together, the police and the fire, or law enforcement fire. We work with AMR, we work with Corona Police and all the other police departments within Riverside County. The Eaton fires and the Palisade fires, we sent, and I know Corona sent engines up there, and Riverside County did. In fact, I don't know if I told you this, we, back when in September, when the fires actually began with the Ventura fire, the Camarillo fire, someone sent me a picture, I couldn't find it, of a Corona fire engine sitting in front of his house that ended up burning down. It wasn't their fault, but it was heartwarming to see our mutual aid that far away. The fact that our police and fire and sheriff departments and CAL FIRE all work together. When there's an emergency, everybody steps in. Let's hope that we as a community continue to do that, because we have. We've had some wildfires here within Riverside County. It kind of got lost because of the LA fires, but we had the airport fire. Does anybody know about the airport fire? Remember that one? That was our district, down just above Lake Elsinore. El Carrizo, almost completely burned. We had 160 structures gone on that fire. It was in Orange County, Riverside, and 21 non-fatal injuries. It decimated El Carrizo. And I had the opportunity to tour up there. It is so devastating and heart-wrenching. And then I went with Chief Weiser to the Eaton fire. It's really unbelievable what has happened in that. Which led, actually before the Eaton and other fire, Palisades fire, insurance was going up. We were affected here. And so my colleague, Supervisor Perez, and I pushed through working to get the ear of our insurance commissioner, because we needed relief for our residents and our homeowners and business owners. The commercial property throughout the state was, it is still a growing crisis, and there still hasn't been enough done to protect the interests of our homeowners. And if we all know, that's our biggest asset, is owning our homes. Particularly when you're talking about that family wealth, that intergenerational wealth. So we are still working on that. That's something very, very important for all of us. And we'll continue getting the ear of the insurance commissioner. He did come into our county after that letter. But I think you go back to 2023, California experienced a number of historic billion-dollar disasters. This is 2023. The cost for 28 events was $92.9 billion. And there was a time that the general belief was that natural disasters are becoming more frequent. And the drivers of this was debatable. People argued about this all the time. And it's sometimes difficult to determine through empirical data rather than natural disasters, and it's still a discussion. But yet we far exceeded that just this past year. So it is increasing. We just have to start being more careful, more observant. What the answer is, that's not a discussion I can participate in because I don't have the knowledge. But when we all say that it's climate change, just remember, the ice ages came to an end at one point. There's some natural stuff that happens. Do we as humans increase that? That's the scientists needing to tell us, I don't know. But I just want to remind everybody is that we, throughout the evolution of the world, have had changes in our climate. Are we speeding it up? I don't know. I'm not going to debate that. But anyway, I'm hoping that this is changes and we don't have 2025 ending worse than 2024 did. So, okay, now we're going to get into budgets. We went to DC, we do NACO, which is National Association of Counties, and talked to our members about some of the upcoming budget cuts. Is anybody nervous about what's going on? We all are. I did actually, since I wrote these notes, had a meeting with Congressman Calvert yesterday with the healthcare industry, with IHP, with our RUHS, Riverside Universal Health Systems. IHP is Inland Empire Health Plan, I sit on both those boards, and RCMA, which is Riverside County Medical Association. I'm involved with all those, and he gave us a little bit of positive feeling that that's not the appetite for our legislature. I hope that's true because that's inclusive, he was saying, of Social Security, veterans benefits, all the things that we care about. Now that's the biggest source of our budgets in the federal government, but I'm all for finding fraud and abuse, but we can't cut things too hastily, and I'm glad to hear that they're really looking at things much more carefully and very methodically. So looking forward to that as we are going through our budget cycle. And I'm sure we're going to exceed 10 billion this year. It's a lot of money. But we also have a lot of needs in the county. And under, as I mentioned earlier, under Jeff's leadership, we have had some great successes. He gets the budget. He has a relationship with our departments to make it work. Now this year, we want a little more input from our communities. So on your tables, there should be this budget priority survey. If you don't speak up, you don't ask questions, you don't get involved, you can't complain about what happens. Sorry, I'll be blunt. Right here's a QR code. Please just take a few minutes, go on here, participate, and what's even better, on April 17th, thank you, Corona City, we're going to have a discussion about our budget and priorities. President Hall, April 17th. So I hope that you at least can fill out the survey and maybe attend on April 17th. So we have the QR code, please just take a few minutes. And with that budget, we do have a lot of things that are going on positively with our infrastructure, so that's one of the priorities. The Hamner Bridge is now done. We're getting closer to the widening of Temescal Valley, Temescal Canyon. Anybody know where that is? When you get stuck on the 15 and it's dead stop, people go down the Temescal Canyon, and it's still 2 lanes in most of that area. So we're trying to get the connection from Tom Barnes back up to almost the 15 to make it a 4-lane down there. So it's getting closer. We put money in. We've got Calvert to put money in. We've gotten several. So also, does anybody here live in El Cerrito? Nobody lives in El Cerrito? Thank you for being. We've been trying to redo streets up there. When you complain about our potholes in Corona, drive El Cerrito for a while. They got some really So we're really working to improve some of those streets, which is part of Temescal Canyon, sections of that too. The other thing I wanted to bring up is the El Sobrante landfill. If you've heard, there was not a fire there. Misinformation, I don't know what the LA Times was trying to do. The article had a lot of inaccuracies. They did not talk to Riverside County. They just got stories or whatever. The landfill is not on fire. There is a whole process, and another time if you want more information, you can talk to us. It does get hot down there. Think of all the stuff we put in a landfill. But it's monitored and the temperature. Is anybody from Waste Management here? Right, Lloyd? We're very observant of it. You watch it and making sure it's okay.
Landfills are highly regulated. I won't take more of your time, but I'll stick around. You guys want to come and talk to me with your concern. But we also do landfill tours.
Did you hear that? She will give you a tour of the landfill if you really want to know. But we are working with LA, and I just want to be honest with you, we are working with LA, we meaning Waste Management, they have so much debris from the fires. So some of their, whether it's going to be their daily trash or it's going to be the cleanup debris, that we will be taking it through El Sobrante for the debris being able to be put in our landfill. Their landfills are filling up, and so good stewards were working with them. Okay, another crucial completion of transportation and road improvements is making sure our students get to school. I know we get that problem all the time, the availability for our students. Thank you, school district, for working with us, trying to help speed them getting to classes. I know that there's, particularly down to Temescal Valley into Centennial and Santiago, there's some challenges. But we have a great transportation department in the county, but most of those projects that are countywide are done through Riverside County Transportation Commission. All the commissioners, please stand up. I know Wes is here. I heard other names, but I didn't see him. Okay, Joe's here for Wildemar. Okay, we have a representative from every city, 28 cities. There's a representative, the 5 county supervisors, and we have a ex-official member from Caltrans. Under the leadership of Aaron Hake. Aaron, those that don't know, Aaron grew up here. He was on our YAP when it was John Tavoloni as supervisor. So he is a 2nd district born and raised. And I, for the past 16 years, have had the privilege of sitting on the Riverside County Transportation Commission. And this year I am chair. So we have a lot of things going on. And the commission exemplifies the best of what we can do when cities and counties partner and work together. We have a traffic plan, which I'll get to in a second. We work together, and that's what's most important. Riverside County, as I said, 7,300 square miles, has a lot of roads, a lot of needs, and it can't all be done at one time. So we work together. The 3 projects that I want to name that are really right around us is the, you can't miss it if you're on the 91, that 71-91 interchange. Did anybody not see it? It's really taken shape, and it is a monumental project to replace these outdated, inefficient loops. You know how you had to take forever to get down to the 91, or from the 91 on to the 71. Well, it's making it very much easier to make that transition. So we look forward, we're on track to complete the environmental document for the I-15 express lanes on the southern extension. That means from Cauco south. And we're now moving forward with that. And RCT is also investing in the region's public transportation system. New projects, the 1591 express transit connector, lots of things. Because not only do we do the roads, all movement, so the Metrolink, the bus systems are all under RCTC. And it seems that, remember I said earlier, is our growth is our biggest opportunity, but it's also one of our biggest challenges. So we always seem to be behind on a little bit on the transportation. So we have to make sure we don't take our eyes off of all those needs that we have. As a result, Riverside County, being one of the fastest growing in the region, I think San Bernardino and Riverside County work well together. Those of you who don't know, we partner with the other counties. Not only our Metrolink and our bus systems, but the freeways, Orange County will do up to the Riverside line and then we pick it up, but we have to work together. So everything is timed, work together with all the surrounding counties. And we are anticipating at least another 500,000 residents over the next 25 years. Some of you say, shut the doors. Then I'll ask you, when did you come? If you weren't here 100 years ago, then none of us have anything to say about it. When's that magic moment to say no more building? If we don't own the property, and counties and cities don't build houses, per se, some of the affordable housing, we work with them. But if somebody owns the property and they would build within the plans, it makes it tough. And so it's either gonna be a building or a house. And we're working to make it where it blends. So Corona and the county have worked well to make sure that we have things set for our future, because it's very critical. To address our region's immediate and long term, we do, as I mentioned, the traffic relief plan that outlines our projects that our community said that they want to be built over the next few years to get some relief on the traffic. Over the next months and years, we'll be having serious conversations about what's listed and how we're going to fund these. With federal and state funding becoming harder to secure, competition's getting greater and the money's getting less. And if we, as I mentioned earlier with Congressman Calvert, if healthcare and all those needs are increasing and need to be left alone, then something's got to give. So we need to continue to fight hard, but understand that we have to take control of our destiny. And delivering projects takes time, and sometimes it'll be just a little bit longer to get to where we need to go. Sorry. We encourage everyone to tell your family and friends about the traffic relief plan. I don't think I have a slide on that one. But here's some of the improvements. See the 7191? When I was joking about if you haven't seen it, pretty massive there. And the express lanes on the 15 as well as the 1591. These are great projects and will improve. I don't know where my timing is, but I go side. So I have to have notes because I really go off tangents. Real quick, was everybody a little bit happier with our election process this year? I don't mean the results. I know we're not going to all be happy. But the process. Some things we have nothing to say on, like currently, oh, that means he's coming up, that means I'm almost done. We did have a decent turnout, not a great turnout, of our 2.5 million, but that's kids too. We had almost 1.4 million people vote. That's not too bad. We have a very engaged community. If you watch any of the board meetings, we have people constantly still. We have an election integrity committee. It's myself and Supervisor Perez trying to figure out how we can make the voting process. And we're advocating, as you hear, there's some people who don't want to have to show ID at the voter polls, and many of us feel we need to. Hey, I gotta show my ID to buy liquor, to get my cold medicine, and yet we can vote? I'm sorry. Okay, we won't do more on that one. I know that Corona has her own animal shelter, but you may have heard in the news some bad stuff about our shelters. It's not. Once again, the news is not always accurate. Sorry to tell you. So if you really want to know, come visit our shelters. We've got a lot going on in positive, particularly in our district. Maddie, thank you for coordinating all our wellness clinics. We do vaccinations as well as spay and neutering free to our residents. So keep a look on our website, riversidecountydistrict2.org. Also, please sign up for our emails. And as we move Oh, he's coming closer.
Get her, Bobby, get her.
Where are you sleeping tonight? Oh, those of you who don't know, that's my husband. As we move forward, let's remain committed to the quality of life in our district. From all the infrastructure projects and everything else, we need to partner, work together. See, he's now on the stage. Okay, so last year I told you what I was saying was, did you see the cards?
Flip your card.
Okay. We did a Woman of the Year earlier. Obviously, you know it's Women's Month. And we have our two, where's it?
You're here.
Yeah? I see it. Oh. Okay. We had a tie in our second district. I had 8 people going through all the things. We had almost 30 nominations. My colleagues just pick theirs, I swear they do. They don't go through what we do. But we put it out there. If you get our newsletter, you would have seen we were soliciting for your nominations. We have Volunteer of the Year that just went out. So if you haven't seen that, you can nominate somebody. But I would like Fran Reif and Dr. Cassandra Saunders Ollie to come forward. Now, they're not from Corona. We had somebody, a couple people from Corona were nominated, but Fran is from Eastvale, and Dr. Holly is from Norco. So you want to just say a couple words? I'm a kindergarten teacher, so I'm very grateful for this recognition. Just really quick, I was thinking about if I had to speak. Our school is big into the 7 habits of or highly effective people, and the 8th habit, which is not part of the 7 habits, is to inspire others to find their passion. And so that's what I try to do every day with a photo club, and I put on an art walk every year and different things that I like to do. So I try to live by that every day.
I think they were all very lucky to be led by a female supervisor in honor of Women's Month, and somebody who is local to our region. I'm born and raised in Norco, and so being part of this community has been something I've done for 40 plus years. And I'm a physical therapist. I help children learn to walk, and my work is just overflowing with purpose. I work with disabled children and get to help them make miracles every day, but I can't do that without the support of our elected officials like Karen and all of you in the community. And now I get to lead 100 other people who help me help children get to walk for the first time. So I appreciate all of you and your support. Oh, and I am from Norco, so we do it with the magic of the horse.
They got their proclamations at our board meeting, and I didn't take them back, so.
They're half our body size, so.
Don't go down.
Thank you. Thank you, ladies. So as I was saying, these are Bobby, come here. I'm almost done after you use the mic now. The State of the District cards, and our saying this year is, investing in the community for a winning hand. So, come here. Are they marked? They're not marked. And my picture's not on the Joker or the Queen of Hearts. So,
Well, not yet.
how many of you ever played 52 card pickup?
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, Supervisor Kurt Spiegel. Woo. All right. So, Supervisor Spiegel's agreed to stay around for the next 4 hours, take pictures, answer any questions, She didn't hear me, so Phil will have to make sure that she stays up there with us. So, okay. A couple little things. Again, I want to acknowledge our financial sponsors, AMR, City of Corona, IEHP, Rupa Community Services, Riverside University Health Systems, Riverside County Transportation Commission, and the Western Riverside Council of Governments. We have a unique opportunity next month for Good Morning Corona. It's on a Wednesday. Wednesday morning. Congressman Calvert is our speaker. We had to fit it in his schedule. Wednesday, April 23rd. We'll be here. So everybody has this. We went over a lot of stuff. You probably already forgot it. So I'm going to give you a reminder because I know you're not focused. But hey, nonprofit, turn these in or fill them out and leave them or turn them on your way out. Lots of things we talked about that are on here. Healthcare Committee, Commerce and Cocktails, Strip to Sacramento, LAC free lunch. The Guy, Taste of Corona, Relay for Life, lots of great things going on. Get involved, hang out, see our exhibitors, meet someone new today. Ladies and gentlemen, today's meeting is adjourned. God bless you. God bless America. Thank you. See you next month.
See you guys.